It's so good to have you here. Listen, guys, what we're going to do today, I have not done before. Okay? So we're going to experiment together today, and I hope y'all don't mind, because I love making new recipes. I love it, and Mr. Producer found this recipe for me, and I said, woo! So what we're making today, we're making apple fritters. Now, I'm going to tell y'all straight out the gate, these apple fritters ain't going to look like the kind you get over at the Krispy Kreme or at the bakery, at the Walmart, at the Kroger store. I don't buy nothing out of the Walmart store and the bakery. At the Dillon store or whatever store, okay, wherever you're at. These ain't going to look like those. I'm just going to tell you. Because they have big old vat fryers. I don't. I just got me a little one. So ours are going to look more like Long Johns than anything else. So let us get started. Miss Patsy says first she's got to get an outside sink. Well, honey, if you don't have an outside sink, don't go buy one just to get you a $1 nail brush. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. That's right. So what we're doing today, first, hey, y'all like my bowls? I love my bowls. So we're going to start with the batter. I don't know whereas many of y'all know what one of these here things are. If you do, put it in the comments. I just want to see if anybody knows what that is. So, oh, well, excuse me, Jonna. Okay, thank you for saying hello to Miss June. Okay, so what we're going to do, we start out, this recipe is new, so I am going to have it at my beck and call. Let me turn this here Earl on up to 375. That's what we have to do. We have to make sure that we've got at least 3 inches of Earl in our bucket. Okay? When we're deep frying, when you can't deep fry in 1 inch of Earl. You just can't do it. It don't work that way. All right? So if you're going to deep fry, you got to find you a bucket. You don't have to have a deep fryer. You can do it in one of those cast iron things that like I've got, a Dutch oven type thing. You get whatever you got that will hold at least 3 inches of Earl, and then give you some leeway up top, because once you put it in there, of course it's gonna. So I have a cooker here that Mr. Producer bought me, so we can fry corn dogs. No. So that we can fry Twinkies. No. So that we can fry Oreos. No. Yeah. Well, yeah. All of that. If y'all remember, we made funnel cakes. We made deep fried Twinkies. We made deep fried Oreos. If y'all remember that show, oh, I remember that show. It was awesome. It was awesome. So, that's right. Oh, you have a, okay, Miss June Costello said it was a sifter. Miss Sharon Daniels says she has her grandma's sifter. I have my mama's, but I'm not going to use it. I don't want to take a chance. Just like with my mama's rolling pin, I ain't using it. I don't want to take a chance with it. Something happening to it. So yeah, in fact, I thought about putting it on the wall. Jonna says, of course I know it's a sifter. Well, okay. You would be surprised how many people don't know what it is. Okay? How many people don't cook anymore? You would also be surprised at how many messages I've received over the past week. People that's watching other cooking shows here on YouTube, on TV, everywhere, that have said, Chef Jen, nobody's wearing gloves. Nobody's got their hair up. Nobody's doing the things that you're doing. And it's almost like they're wondering if I'm doing it right. But let me tell you something. If you see someone cooking on TV, if you see somebody cooking on YouTube, if you see somebody cooking on Facebook, and they don't have their gloves and they don't have their hair up, ask them why. Ask them. Ask them. So, all right, well, y'all have fun, Miss Peggy. Y'all have fun. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, this recipe will be on the website later on this evening because I've got to retype it out and I'm going to take pictures of what we do here. But it will be on the website later on this evening, mybackroadslife.com, in case you didn't know. So it's calling for 3 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of 1.5 cups of sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, some salt, and some apple pie spice. Now it says we've got to sift all them there things together, so let's do that. Let us do that. We got 3 cups of flour right here, and we're going. Hey, where's my camera at? I want to bring my camera on over here. Let's see. Is that close enough? That's close enough. Okay, we're going to put our flour down in our sifter. We got 3 cups of this all-purpose, the AP flour. Now, people ask me, Chef, what kind of flour do you use? Now, here's my answer. If I am baking, I'm really particular about how much of what kind of a product I use, because my stuff, all of my stuff comes out of, is all made by scratch, from scratch. If I normally 99.9% of the time use King Arthur flour. That is my all-time favorite. That has yielded me the best results in my culinary career. King Arthur flour. Now, if I cannot get King Arthur flour, or if I don't have enough money in my pocketbook to buy me a $5 bag of flour, I will use gold medal. Okay? Now we've got to put baking powder. We got us 3 teaspoons of baking powder. There you go, right on in there, boys. There you go. We got us some salt. Right up in here is some salt. Y'all see that? See that? Right there? Oh, boom, salt. Okay. We got us some, we got some apple pie spice. Right there. You see that? There you go. Boom. If you look on the website, on our website, there is a recipe there that shows you what ingredients you need to make apple pie spice and pumpkin pie spice, because they're pretty expensive, y'all, if you try to buy them in the grocery store. So now we're just going to sift all this stuff. Sorry guys, I was out of the camera. We're going to sift all this stuff together, just like the old recipe said to do. There we go. We got our little itty bitty. Okay, there we go. Boom, done. Okay. There's that. Yay, we've got that much done, guys. Hey, looking good so far in my new bowls that I love so much. Yes, I do. I love my bowls. Okay, so then what it tells us to do is we have to have our eggs, which I'm going to move this over here. I know my table jumps. That's going to get remedied this week. Don't worry, guys. We're going to take our eggs and we're going to beat them. We have 2 eggs. Did y'all see those? 2 eggs in my new bowl? Okay. All right, we're going to beat them up lightly. Y'all are mighty quiet. Either y'all are watching or y'all just zonked out for the Sunday afternoon. That's okay. All right, then we're going to stir in a cup of milk. We're going to stir that on in, or I'm just going to use my whisker. A cup of milk. Milk. It does the body good. And we're going to take our vanilla. See the vanilla in there? We're going to take us some vanilla and put it in there. And we're going to stir that up. Okay. Looking pretty good so far. Okay, the Earl is heated up to 375 and the light went off, so I guess that's some hot stuff right now. I'm here to tell you. Now, love you bunches, Miss June. Come back for the replay. I love you. Tell everybody I said hey. Okay, now, it says to make a well in the center of this flour mixture. I'm going by the recipe, y'all. I'm going straight by the recipe. And it says to pour in our milk mixture. Pour in our milk mixture. Let's do that. Let's pour that milk mixture right down in there in the middle of that. Well, it kind of ran over. My well wasn't dry and big enough. Okay, I guess. I don't know. Y'all be careful. Don't fight in there. All right. So, now it says add the butter. Okay, so we've got 2 teaspoons of softened, get it? That butter's soft this time, y'all. Softened butter, and we're going to drop that down in there. Right? That's what it says. That's what it says to do. We're going to see if that works. Okay, it says to beat low with a mixer for about half a minute. Let's beat this up for about half a minute. This is a little longer than half a minute, but that's okay. Okay, now, scrape down the sides of the bowl. Let's scrape down the sides of this bowl. We're doing everything this recipe says to do, and we're going to see what happens. I'm going to change a couple things when we get closer to the end, but that's all right. I do that quite often. You know, that's all right. Okay. So now it says, once we've scraped the bowl down, that we've got to increase our speed of our mixture to medium for 2 minutes. Let's do it. Okay, we've got that part done. I don't know if anybody was timing that, but that was close enough to do 2 minutes for me. Okay, so we've got that done. Now what we're going to do, we have cut up some apples. Some Granny Smith apples. And we're going to put them in a 1.5 cups of chopped Granny Smith apples in my new bowls. Y'all see those bowls? Look at those! Aren't they beautiful? I love my bowls. Yes, I do. Okay, so, man, I'm running out of room in this sink. Can somebody come wash my dishes for me? I surely would appreciate it. Okay, now we're going to fold them in. We're going to fold in them there apples. Yes, them they're Granny Smith apples. I'm not a big fan of a Granny Smith apple. I would rather have a Pink Lady apple instead of a Granny Smith apple because the texture of it is better once you cook with it. But they said Granny Smith, so that's what we're doing. Okay, now here's a moment of truth, y'all. Here we go. I'm going to put this up. Okay, so we have our batter. Yay, we have our batter. I'm praying that this is going to I'm praying this is going to work. Okay, let's see what we have here. I'm going to move. Y'all just hang with me now. This is a new recipe, so give me a minute. I got to get things straightened up here. Move these measuring spoons. Fred, you are in the way, honey. But at least you ain't in the grease. How you doing, buddy? You sit right there. You sit right there because we're fixing to move over here. Yes, we are. And I hope I didn't put that too far away to where it will splatter. Now, let me show y'all. Okay, I have made, because, okay, where's the camera? Here, okay, here's. This recipe called for taking icing sugar, confectioner sugar, and sprinkling it over your apple turnovers when they're done. Well, I'm sorry, but if I'm going to eat an apple turnover, it's going to be covered in glaze, okay? So I went and made me some glaze with some confectioner sugar, and a glaze is loose, okay? It's kind of like, if y'all are familiar with Krispy Kreme donuts, you know, and if you stood there and watched them make them their donuts, they pour that glaze out. This is a glaze, and it's made, you know, you make it with confectioner sugar and milk. Some people makes it with confectioner sugar and lemon juice if they want a lemon glaze. I don't want a lemon glaze on my apple turnovers. Nana nana boo boo. So here we go. We've got this, and it is loose enough to be a glaze. It's not an icing. There's a difference. We want it loose, so that's what we've done. We've got that. Okay, now let me tell you how I'm going to do this. I'm going to attempt. What I am going to attempt to do, see these right here? I love these mugs. I keep mine in the freezer so we can have frosty mugs, because I like my milk, I like it real hot, real cold. So I'll pull me a frosty mug out and put some ice in there, and there ain't nothing near no better than a mug of frosted, iced down milk. Or if you drink root beer or A&W, whatever you want to drink, pull you a frosty mug out of the freezer, put you some ice cream down in the bottom of that. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Okay, so what we're going to do, this is called a pastry bag, because those of you that decorate, if any of you decorate cakes, know that the normal size of a cake decorating bag is about 10 inches, okay? That's it. We got apple turnovers we're doing, apple fritters. So we're going to need a pastry bag. So I'm going to put that pastry bag down there. If you'll notice, the end is still intact. I haven't done anything to that yet. So I'm going to put that down over this glass. Open that up. I'm going to start dipping in. Ooh, I'm hoping this is going to work, y'all. I'm hoping. We ain't going to have them that are big fritters, but we'll have us a fritter nonetheless. So we're going to fill this bag up with our fritter mixture. Y'all right? I don't know what y'all talking about, so I hope everything's going good. I hope everything's going good. Y'all still there? Y'all still with me? Let me double check. Y'all still with me? Okay. Okay. Yum, yum. Are y'all hungry yet? Getting there. Miss Martha says getting there. Okay. Miss Sue Hatton says yes. Miss Sue Hatton is like me. I'm always hungry. Yeah, I go to bed hungry. I wake up hungry. You know, I spend the day hungry. I want to make sure we got a good amount in there because I want to make a few of these. I think I just made a mess. But you know what? That's what Dawn's for. Dawn dishwashing detergent. Do y'all know? And I'm going to give y'all some more information, a little piece of tidbit. I love giving these tips and stuff. Okay. As a food safety instructor, as someone that's, in culinary, we try to keep things as clean as possible. Now, I put bleach in my Dawn dishwashing detergent right there. See that? Can y'all see that? Y'all see that bucket right there? You can't put bleach in nary another dishwashing detergent besides Dawn, or else it's gonna have an effect. Try it and see. So I use Dawn because it's the best at getting the grease, and we deal with grease, we deal with high ratio shortening, we deal with that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's it. I'm making a mess. Let's try this and see how much is in here. If y'all hear the squeak, sorry. Alright, my grease is up to 375. Some people say, why do you call it grease? Because that's what it is. Earl. Now, we have chunks of apple. We have chunks of apple in this, right? So we don't want to cut off just the tip. We'll never get our apple stuff through there. So we want to cut off a good bit. I'm actually going to go down a little bit farther than that. So that we can get some of this stuff out of here. Let's see what we do. Let's see what happens. Y'all ready to see what's going to happen? Let me move this over here. Let me move this over here. Earl, you are in the way, son. You're in the way. Okay. What do y'all think is going to happen? Y'all think it's going to work? Let's try it and see. Here we go. Let's see what we get out of that. Push it all together. Maybe that'll make one big fritter. I don't know. We'll see. If not, we'll try it another way. It's looking good. Smells good. Smells good. Kimberly, you have faith in me. Yeah, good luck with that one, because I tell you what, I can do some mess ups in the kitchen. Y'all don't know it, but I can do some mess ups in the kitchen. We'll see. Let's see. It's all... I really don't care if it's all fall apart, but it don't have to be a huge thing to me. Just as long as I can get me some glaze on it. Let's let that cook for a minute. Let's let that cook. Get it all nice and brown, and then we're gonna... Let's do something else on it. It's frying up real good. Frying up real good. Let's turn this thing over. We might have apple fritter nuggets. What do y'all think about that? I ain't no worried about that part. I just want to make sure they're good. We might try it a different way. There you go. There's a... Are they done? Let's see if they're done. They're floating, so let's see. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's take them out. All right, watch out, Fred. Okay, so what we've got is this. Now, we're going to cover all that with glaze. Let them cool off, because there ain't no way, ain't no way I'm putting those things. Is an apple fritter supposed to be pretty? I don't know. I know it's supposed to taste good. Alright, so we've got our glaze on there. We're going to let that sit and let that kind of chill out and see if Fred eats it all. Then we're going to do something else. Let's try something else. Let me see. Let's try something else. Okay, I've got... Let's see if I can get all this. Let me get some of this into the... Put that into a cup. Let's see if that helps us any. All right, we ready for some more? Let's try it. Let's try it again. Fred, watch out, son. It's hot. It's hot. Okay. Oops, got to pull this right back over here. Here we go. Yeah, that one popped right on my hand. Okay, so let's see. You know what, Miss Martha? Well, they're still hot. They're still warm. Ooh, doggies, they still warm. Okay, so this one's cooking up. I'm going to do something here. Let's see if we can do another one. We'll keep this over here. Let that one fry over there. We're at 375 degrees, y'all. That's what we're at. We're at 375 degrees. And we're frying fritters, apple fritters. Trying to keep them all together. That one was the first one I put in there. And Come on, turn on over for me. Turn on over. There you go. That one. Boy, that thing don't want to work with me. I just got to realize. Look at that. Man, that's getting gooder and gooder, y'all. Yes, ma'am, Miss Patsy, it would work. The Fry Daddy would work. Anything that you can get a good depth of Earl in, that'll work. Man, these are smelling really good. You know what? It smells like the fire. Yeah, it might work better, Miss Patsy, since it's round. I'm struggling with the fact that this one's long. Oh my gosh, y'all. That's amazing. Oh my. Oh my, that is amazing. Have mercy. Have mercy. Miss Kim, Miss Kimberly, you and Mr. Lenny want to take a stroll? Come on over and let's have some apple fritters. Wow. Those are good, y'all. Those are good. My, my, my. Yep, this is a keeper. This recipe is definitely a keeper. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, let me see if I can move these ones over. Those was apple fritter nuggets, but you know what? They're good. This is a new one I just got out of there. Look at that. Look at that. There's some apple fritters, y'all. Look at that. Move, Fred. Okay, so we have made apple and fritter nuggets, and we have made apple fritters, that part. All right, let's see what we got here. Boy, Fred just about got himself in the midst of the hot Earl. Sorry, buddy. I'll try to keep it. Okay, now we're going to take our glaze again. We're going to cover these things. Apple fritters, y'all. My, my, my. Don't be stingy with the glaze. Don't be stingy with the glaze. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's some good looking stuff right there. I don't care who you are. Some good looking stuff right there. Now, since these ones over here have cooled off some, look at that. There's the apple. All in there. It's still hot, but it got the apple. And it's still really good. So, there's that. You got apple right there. Have mercy. Wow. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you. I don't know if he's still on this camera or not. I'm going to move it over here. So there you go. We just made apple fritters. We made apple nuggets first, and then we made apple fritters. My heavenly Father, that stuff is good. Miss Patsy, let me tell you, you and Miss Martha get y'all a good old cup of coffee. Sit down with one of these fritters. And I'm just going to tell you what I would do is pop me a scoop. I mean, these are nice and warm and soft and everything that you would want it to be. Put you a scoop of that vanilla ice cream on top. I got some, but I can't get to it right now. Here you go. This is an awesome, awesome recipe. I did not know. This is the first time I've ever made this recipe. I did do some changes so far as the glaze. They say to sprinkle it with confectioner's sugar. Give me a glaze. If I'm going to eat something like this, I want a glaze. But I had no idea.